morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Sunday. It rained yesterday. It is foggy this morning. It's gonna be high 90s though. So I got up early and started staining. I got up early before the sun came up this morning to start staining. Not supposed to rain today, and I really hope it doesn't rain today because I got up early to start staining. Yeah, I'll get you all caught up later. I am done staining for today. What did I do? I did some of the door frames inside. I've done all the staining except for my bedroom, basically. And then some. These boards, the 1x6s, I was just staining. Those are extras and shelves. I'll find some use for them. So, alright. Talk to you in a minute. Yeah, I thought I could trick Bob into this. Cat update. So Friday when Drew came over, Grumpy went outside. Grumpy has not come back. Well, he's come back to eat. He's just not come back inside. So Grumpy's like, all right. Let's see. So Bob goes in and out. But he's been spending a lot of time with Rain and stuff. And last night, Fifi, I brought Fifi in. Yeah, I forced her into it, and but she was okay. While Bob was in here and Grumpy wasn't in here, and it was raining, I figured, all right, the more Fifi gets familiar with it in here, the better. So that's the scoop right now. Bob is loving it inside. It's like high 90s and very, very humid out there today. So Bob's loving it inside. Grumpy, I don't know. He comes back to eat. He won't come inside. He'll probably change his mind and then won't leave for a week. That's just Grumpy. And, yep, cat update. The first thing Drew was doing was painting the walls. He did pretty much everything. Except the bedroom, and a little bit in the bathroom still needs to be done, but gave it another coat of paint, so all of the all of those scratches and dents and dirt and scuffs and tears and all of that was taken care of. So that was done first. Then we did the trim along the ceiling there. Yeah, on both sides. So that is done all the way down to the bedroom. We didn't shuffle around my bedroom yet to finish the trim there, but we did cut the board, so those just have to be nailed up once I get around to that. So yeah, doing all the upper trim along the ceiling, and then started working on those are caps on the top of the walls. Those are not connected to the wall. They are removable. So I can pull those up. It's not, you know, it takes a little effort to get them off of there. But the caps on top of those walls, it's a 1x6. And then on the bathroom side, there's a 1x4. And on the other side, what you're looking at is a split. So it's a 1x2 basically. And those are all caps. You can lift them up and remove them for running things such as an electrical line and a metal conduit length of run. So all of that was done. Hi, Bob. We put trim on the corner of this wall. It was not in the best of shape, and I had the board stained and ready to go. So yeah, we trimmed the corner of that also, and also got the baseboard behind the refrigerator while it was moved out of the way. I really like that corner. And there's some more view of the cap, and there's a board sitting up there I think there are two boards sitting up there. That'll be the upper trim along the ceiling. Yes, yes. And then the icing on the cake that day was to put up this sign from Ann and Andy's Homestead. I'll leave a link to them. Ann and Andy's Homestead gifted that to me. They made it themselves, handmade it themselves. It's a beautiful piece of work. At the Shindig back in April, and now I can happily hang it here in my new tiny cabin. What's up, dude? You're trying to put holes in my socks? Or holes in my feet? Not so rough, Bob. What I accomplished this morning was to stain both of those door frames and the door frame on the inside of the bathroom there to the left. So I did that along with 20 more boards. I stained 20 more boards this morning in addition to staining those doorways. So why am I still staining trim if all that trim was done? I'm not done yet. There are still some projects to be done. I can't give you a comprehensive list yet. There's still quite a few projects to be done. I have to stain the trim boards that are in my bedroom. I need to put the upper trim, which has already been stained. I just need to nail gun those into place. I need to trim around, the baseboards and around the windows in my room. I need to stain the trim that's been put up and around the doorway. So I'll be doing that. And let's see. One more project I'm going to show you here in a minute. This time I'm going to put one board up just to show you why I was staining all those boards. My back is barking and my shoulders are shouting and my arms are revolting, so but I'll get one board up just to show you why I did more trim. And then 4 of those boards out there were 1x6s. They were not in the best condition, so we didn't use those for the top of the walls or the inner door frames, for example, but I can use those for shelves. So I went ahead and stained those, and those I can cut down to whatever sizes I need, because shelves are going to be going up everywhere in the not too distant future. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so let's do one project for today. Well, I've already done a ton of staining. What am I talking about? One project for the day. That's why my back is barking at me. Okay, more trim. Where the flat part of the ceiling meets the slanty part of the ceiling, there is a pretty big gap along this side. So what am I going to do about that? Well, this is what I'm going to do about that. That is why I was staining the side of those trim pieces. They had been ripped, and so 3 sides will be exposed. So the side that was ripped, that had to be stained. And because we ripped these, originally we were going to use the 4-inch, like on top of the window, up there, but we decided to rip those, and because we did that, we had leftovers, so that I could do that. And I've been thinking about, something to close that gap where the ceiling changes directions. I'd been thinking about something, and to cover that gap, this was it. Maybe we should have used the same stain as the ceiling, but too late. This stuff was stained months ago, so, well, over a month ago. Weeks ago, in any event. That stuff was already stained, no change in my mind now. I still think it looks good with the, the glossy oak stain that we have on there. But that upper ceiling trim now that covers the gap, I can use that as dual purpose. I'm just putting it up with the, the little nailer for right now. What I will do is go back through there and reinforce it to the trusses, the rafters, with screws. And that way I will reinforce it. I can put hooks in there and hang stuff from it. And when you're in a tiny living situation, using your ceiling is very helpful. What I'm also going to do, No, I'm not going to tell you. There's a special project in the kitchen using the same methods. Yeah, I already gave it away. I'm going to run some this way across the ceiling, reinforced with screws, you know, put hooks in there, and I can hang stuff over the ceiling. I'm within like a foot of the ceiling now, so on my tiptoes, I can put stuff on a hook up there, and it'll still be above my head. It may look cluttery. I don't care. I don't care. I'm more about the function than I am the form. So yeah, and then the other boards I stained, some 1x6s, I can use those for shelves. Have I already talked about that? Anyway, I'll find uses for all this stain stuff. I still need to finish the bathroom. There are places for trim to go in there, so all of the stain things will be put to use, and that's why I was staining. And yeah, that's my plan for the trim up there. And oh, lots of little stuff. I'm not done yet. Lots of little stuff. But with that up there, now I'm so much closer to moving in my computer. And you know, then I'll work my way. I'll probably do the bathroom next, and then finish off with the bedroom, because I still have a lot of staining to do in there. And I'll have to work around my bed at some point, so I'll probably save that for last. But I'm getting here in the kitchen and the living room slash dining room slash office. It's mostly an office. I have a kitchen, an office, and a bedroom. That works for me. And thank you everybody who's contributed to me having a kitchen, an office, and a bedroom. And I think it's looking good, and I'm getting so much closer, so thank you once again, and I'll catch you, if not tomorrow, the day after. Take her easy, everybody.